Guru Dutt, the guru of celluloid. If the world's largest film industry were to work up a heritage list, one of its most cherished names would also have the shortest career span needed to throw up milestones that generations would revere.
A cinematic genius.
He was a man of depth.
A cinema visionary.
Artist and complete filmmaker.
He was almost a cult figure.
Could go to any extent to do exactly what he wanted.
He was down to earth.
Romantic visionary.
He had a pioneering spirit.
Obsessive, passionate filmmaker.
A graceful dancer, a reluctant actor, an innovative visualizer, a passionate storyteller, a humane businessman, a friend beyond compare, an ocean of emotions, a fragile artist. Guru Dutt Padukone. Born Vasant Kumar to Shiv Shankar and Vasanti.
As a child, he had seen Uday Shankar's dance. He saw it again in Calcutta. He was so influenced that he created a dance called Snake Charmer.
There is Guru Dutt doing a snake dance, as a young adolescent.
Uday Shankar gave him a scholarship. And with this scholarship, he went to Almora. He was there for 2 years, and I think the best creativity he found in Uday Shankar's troupe.
The diligent student absorbed intricacies of every department of performing arts, preparing him to lead a team of professional artists.
At that time, there was no Pune Institute, but there was this Prabhat company. And he joined first as an assistant director and also a choreographer.
It was also at Prabhat that an enduring relationship was forged with Devanand through a seemingly absurd situation. A washerman delivered wrong shirts to the two young men, who fought over it until they found that each was wearing the other's shirt. And soon they promised one another that in future they will exchange more than shirts. Upon success of his first directorial venture, his first thought was to buy a ceiling fan for his mother. He continued directing adventure sagas, a collaborative production, Baaz, with Geeta Bali's sister Hardarshan Kaur, which also cast him for the first time in the lead role. On 26th May 1953, after more than 3 years of courting, he married the dusky Bengali singer Geeta Roy, whose voice O.P. Nayyar was to describe as nature's miracle.
When my brother Guru Dutt got married to Geeta, Geeta was at the top of her profession and he was just about starting his career as a director in Baazi.
In spite of a tepid response to Baaz, Guru Dutt decided to continue on the safe path that his guru Gyan Mukherjee had tutored him in, thriller. In fact, he decided to go whole hog under his own banner, Arpa, retaining O.P. Nayyar, who brought about a sea change to his style that would make him a maestro. It is no exaggeration to call Guru Dutt music director's director.
Take any song in Baazi, Mr. and Mrs. 55, such lovely songs. He had such a great sense of music and such a great sense of poetry, and how beautifully he wove music into his films, how beautifully the poetry came about, and I think that's also a very important facet of Guru Dutt's life.
From Guru Dutt's entire musical repertoire, it is difficult to weed out songs that were not chart busters.
आँखों ही आँखों में इशारा हो गया भंवरा बड़ा नादान है.
In fact, a film distributor wagered heavily on Guru Dutt's commercial genius, buying rights to his 3 future feature films even before they were conceived. The runaway hit that Aar Paar proved should have goaded Guru Dutt to scale new peaks of commercial success. But instead, the artist in him chided him. He rebelled against the distributor, risking cutting off his own financial lifeline. But his compass of creativity veered only slightly. From a thriller to a social, with components of comedy and music intact.
दिल पर हुआ ऐसा जादू तबीयत मचल मचल गई नजरें मिली क्या किसी से कि हालत बदल गई.
Guru Dutt's caring for his family went beyond spending quality time with children, picnics, writing letters from out of town. Even through his personal turmoil, he remained sentimentally attached to his near and dear ones, although he was not very demonstrative of his affection.
He used to go for fishing with Geeta. He was very fond of birds, and later on he adopted so many animals at home.
Though animals rarely featured in his films, he had a personal menagerie at home, complete with a tiger cub. There were at all times 4 dogs of various breeds, to say nothing of a pair of cows whom he indulgently called Ganga Jamuna. More than an institution, Guru Dutt was a mentor of sorts. Under him, Badruddin Qazi became a comedian of consequence from a puerile mimic. Johnny Walker was actually taken to Calcutta to observe Champiwalas before essaying the landmark road.
सर जो तेरा चकराए या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए.
Every single character performs well in a Guru Dutt film, and that's because of his control over his subject and his mastery over the art of acting as well, not just over the art of filmmaking.
Wahida Rahman, already a film actress down south, needed nurturing to attain national fame. Even as he decided to cast her in his ambitious venture, she was first given the role of an enigmatic vamp in CID, probably preparing her for the big time.
मुकदमा? कैसा मुकदमा?
लेकिन आपने नहीं तो कहा था कि आप इस मुकदमे पर काफी रोशनी डाल सकती हैं.
He innovated a whole new song picturization concept where the songs never sort of went away from the story. They weren't item numbers and they weren't kind of planted there as interludes. They were very much within the fabric of the story.
Very few filmmakers of his period or today know how to and wish to package pain.
लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला हमने तो जब कलियां मांगी कांटों का हार मिला.
For one, there is in Dil Chahta Hai, there's a whole black and white sequence which is shot with the moon, which we got very inspired from Pyasa when he's with Mala Sinha ji and they're dancing in the fog and things like that on set. And even in Laksh, the whole Kitni Baatein song, when we have Ritik and Preeti just sitting across each other, staring at each other, and it's just the whole song is treated on silence and just the camera moving in and out, them looking up, looking down. And I remember when my dad and me were talking about that situation, at that point I told him, I was like, instead of recording a song, we should, when they go in there, have like a radio playing in the bunker and it should be playing Waqt ne kiya kya hasi sitam.
ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है.
If the classic Pyasa's protagonist rejects fame when it is bestowed upon him, the filmmaker of Kagaz Ke Phool internalizes his bitterness when fame eludes him to the point of self-destruction.
I remember that when my father went and saw, I think it was released in New Empire Cinema at that time, Kagaz Ke Phool, and he saw the film. He came after seeing the film and he was talking to my mother and I was there. He said, ये काम जो गुरुदत्त ने किया है, ये काश मैं पहले कर सकता था तो मुझे और खुशी होती थी. You know, that was a big compliment as far as I think my father is concerned, the way he has complimented Mr. Gurudutt.
India's first CinemaScope film, critical acclaim but popular negation, personal satisfaction but ebbing confidence. Rejection of Kagaz Ke Phool nearly broke him. He was probably disillusioned with his convictions, his serious cinema that made scathing comment on society and its ills. Henceforth, he would not use his name as director. The defeat jolted him back to reality.
चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो.
Even if his inner voice seemed strangulated, the stupendous success of Chaudhvi Ka Chand wiped out all losses.
He is a maker who understands Shakespeare, who understands Saratchandra, who understands the folk song of a tribe.
He had a great deal of interest in writing. I think one of the authors, apart from, of course, Bimal Mitra and a whole lot of Bengali writers he preferred to read.
He courted more success, but he sought it through literature. Bimal Mitra's 1300-page opus, Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam.
किस मुंह से मेरी तुलना तुमने दूसरी बहुओं से की? जो कुछ उनके पास है वो मेरे पास. वो सब क्या दे सके तुम मुझे? मुझे माँ कहकर पुकारने वाला. छोटी बहू.
Filmmaker of Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam was cheered, toasted, euphoric, as the film was not only a grand success, it also raked in the National Award for Gurudutt, his only public recognition.
The style that evolved in Guruduttji's film was a result of an extraordinary rapport between the director and the cameraman, and his cameraman Mr. V.K. Murthy, who photographed almost all his films, brought in a very modern visual aesthetic to his films.
Murthy managed to visualize almost precisely what Gurudutt wanted. You know, he was seeing through Gurudutt's eyes. A similar relationship he had with his writer abroad, a similar kind of relationship. You know, so you couldn't tell who started and who finished. You know, ultimately it all came together, and obviously you knew that the creative vision was Gurudutt's.
If Gurudutt were alive today,
I would say he will still be a very courageous and a fearless filmmaker.
He would have probably made several other very fascinating films.
He would have probably been a really good guiding figure for filmmakers today.
No one will ever know what he had in mind. Perhaps, exploring genres, he could contribute his unique touch to.
Today, we are standing here to commemorate him for 50 years of the cinema that he made. I think is a tremendous, tremendous homage that he's paid himself of being truly what Kubrick says, a fantastic combination of a scientist, an artist, and a businessman.
It's been 50 years since Gurudutt Films Private Limited came into existence, and 40 years since he breathed his last.
There is no way that anyone can make films like this and not be a nice human being. To be a great filmmaker, you have to be a great human being, and I think that's what makes Gurudutt a great filmmaker, because he definitely must have been a great human being.
People enjoy his films even today, and this, according to me, is no mean achievement.
I will always see him as my role model.
He did the best during this time.
But there is no past tense for immortals, legends. There is no past tense for the Guru of celluloid.
सपनों की उड़ान का कोई अंत नहीं होता है, न वहाँ समय बाधक बन सकता है न सीमाएं, लेकिन जब सपने भंग होते हैं तो कुछ और ही हकीकत सामने आती है। और मुझे याद आ रही हैं अपने जीवन की बहुत सारी सुख भरी दुख भरी घड़ियाँ, लेकिन वो सब आपको बताकर क्या करूँगी। मेरे मन की इस समय की हालत का अंदाज़ा आप अच्छी तरह लगा सकते हैं अगर आप ये जानते हैं निर्माता और निर्देशक स्वर्गीय श्री गुरुदत्त मेरे पति थे। अब कभी कभी मुझे लगता है कि ये गीत फिल्म के पात्र से भी ज़्यादा मेरे अपने भावों का बयान है।
न जाओ सैया छुड़ा के बैया, कसम तुम्हारी मैं रो पड़ूंगी, रो पड़ूंगी। वो चल रहा है सुहाग मेरा, जो तुम न होगे तो क्या करूंगी, क्या करूंगी। न जाओ सैया छुड़ा के बैया, कसम तुम्हारी मैं रो पड़ूंगी, रो पड़ूंगी।
मेरे पतिदेव सही अर्थ में कलाकार थे। वो जो काम भी करते बहुत ही मेहनत और लगन के साथ करते थे और फिल्मों के माध्यम से भी वही कुछ कहने की कोशिश करते थे जो कुछ वो सच्चे दिल से महसूस करते थे।
ये पूछे ये नीलाम घर दिल कशी के, ये लुटते हुए कारवां जिंदगी के। कहाँ है मुहाफिज खुदी के, जिन्हें नाज है हिंद पर वो कहाँ है, कहाँ है, कहाँ है, कहाँ है।